Hey guys, welcome back to Read With Me, LG. I am here with another one of our series. We're with Frog and Toad all year, and we are working on short story number 4 today. So, for anyone who doesn't remember, which I did not, the fourth short story in this series is called The Surprise. So we're going to jump right in to the surprise. The surprise. It was October. The leaves had fallen off the trees. They were lying on the ground. I will go to Toad's house, said Frog. I will rake all of the leaves that have fallen on his lawn. Toad will be surprised. Frog took a rake out of the garden shed. So there's Frog. And he decided he's going to be nice and go rake Toad's leaves. Toad looked out of his window. These messy leaves have covered everything, said Toad. He took a rake out of the closet. I will run over to Frog's house. I will rake all of his leaves. Frog will be very pleased. Frog ran through the woods so that Toad would not see him. Toad ran through the high grass so that Frog would not see him. So they both see all these leaves and they think, you know what, I'm going to do something nice for my friend. So then they both go a different way than they normally go to go to the other one's house to rake the leaves. Frog came to Toad's house. He looked in the window. Good, said Frog. Toad is out. He will never know who raked his leaves. Toad got to Frog's house. He looked in the window. Good, said Toad. Frog is not home. He will never guess who raked the leaves. So here they both are, looking at each other's houses. They're glad because the other one's gone. So they know it will be a nice surprise for the other one, right? Frog worked hard. He raked the leaves into a pile. Soon, Toad's lawn was clean. Frog picked up his rake and started home. Toad pushed and pulled on the rake. He raked the leaves into a pile. Soon there was not a single leaf in Frog's front yard. Toad took his rake and started home. So here they both are working hard, getting all the leaves in a pile using their rake. A wind came. It blew across the land. The pile of leaves that Frog had raked for Toad blew everywhere. The pile of leaves that Toad had raked for Frog. Did I just say that line? Let me just do this one again. A wind came. It blew across the land. The pile of leaves that Frog had raked for Toad blew everywhere. The pile of leaves that Toad had raked for Frog blew everywhere. That's a funny page. It just feels like I'm repeating the same, but it's different, you see, because they were doing the same thing for each other. When Frog got home, he said, tomorrow I will clean up the leaves that are all over my own lawn. How surprised Toad must be. So Frog thought, well, that's, I still have leaves all in my yard, but I'm glad at least I did Toad's, right? But we know that the leaves had just blown everywhere for all of them. When Toad got home, he said, tomorrow I will get to work and rake all of my own leaves. How surprised Frog must be. That night, Frog and Toad were both happy when they turned out the light and went to bed. So they both had done something nice for the other one. So they went to bed happy. And that's it. That's the end of that story. And I think that's just a sweet little story about each of the friends doing something nice for the other one and not wanting any, big attention for it or anything. But little did they know that the wind had messed up their leaves anyway, right? But anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. See you next time on Read With Me, LG.